artists like Adele who come out and sit in front of a piano and sing in a black dress, like Ben was saying, and lack that performance, and yet still become so popular and endeared to their fans. How is that influenced by our culture of today?
Well, I think that the reason Adele has become so popular is because she's a great singer, you know. And like Foster was talking about earlier, you know, she doesn't have it all, but she has something that's incredibly amazing. And the fact that she's able to go out and share it makes people look at the fact that she's above and beyond anybody else. And that's why we listen to her, is because she has something that no one else has.
Yeah, I think, true talent on that one. I mean, I think Taylor Swift dresses a little more scantily than Adele, but, same thing. I think her songs, Adele's songs, they are straight from the heart, and boy, it's like reading her diary. I mean, gosh, you listen to one of those songs and girls just start bawling because they've been there. And so, so it's true talent on her, absolute, true, crisp talent. She knows how to write songs, and she knows how to perform them. And yes, she's not really bringing the sex appeal, but like I said earlier, yes, there are some who are, the record producers are kind of pushing it, I think, on the young artists, but I think she controls her career. I don't think she let anyone control her, and I think she knows what she's doing, and I think people appreciate it because she's the boss, not anyone else.
I don't like it because, she can do whatever she wants. She can make music, but the way I see it, it's sort of a prerequisite to be attractive in movies or music or just that kind of industry where the spotlight's on you. It's a little bit of a prerequisite to be attractive, and if she's not wearing all the sexual clothes and stuff, people are going to notice that, and music is inherently sexual. That's how it's always been. That's why people didn't like rock and roll. That stuff is going to happen, and so that's what I believe.
Claire, go for the jugular.
Well, Foster, although you may not like Adele because she doesn't show everything to you, millions of people do like her, and she's a world-renowned artist, and so obviously maybe you're not clicking with her, but everybody else is. And the thing is music isn't sexual. It's an experience of emotion, and yes, I suppose you could say that falling in love and maybe sex is part of that. However, I don't think music is necessarily sexual.
And
except for Lady Gaga in that picture.
And I don't know. I think, it's like it is Adele, and like I said again, you hear her on the radio all the time. That's because you have good songs, people start singing to them. When she's nominated for a Grammy, she wins every time, so, and it's stuff like that. Yes, she doesn't have that teeny bopper sex appeal where everyone's flying around. But you know what? She's got talent. I think she's going to be around till the day she dies. She's not going away at all.
I think she was one of those situations where the performer, kind of ignored what the record labels would want. And I think that record labels and other companies like that, they think they know what the people want. And that's why they have the whole sex appeal thing going on. But if they were always right about what we wanted and vice versa, then nothing would ever change.
Well, if you look at Adele's fan base, it's almost primarily women. Like, she only sings to females. I can't relate to that music, so, I don't listen to it. And, I even have a little bit of Justin Bieber on my iPod, and the reason that I have Justin Bieber on my iPod is because, I like the music, some of it's pretty good, and I like the person because, he's got all the prerequisites that you would need to make it in the pop world, and that's why he's number one. And I feel like Adele is going to be number two to people like Taylor Swift because she just does not have that sexual advantage of being attractive.
Can I comment on that,
Simple.
please? One more time, please.
Ooh, okay, let's wrap it up. Claire, go ahead.
A, Taylor Swift is not a better selling artist than Adele, so the world disagrees with you. And B,
Facts, please.
Adele is one of the world's best-selling artists, female artists, as a soloist in the past couple of centuries. Taylor Swift isn't on that list. That's my fact.
She's on hundreds of top 10. She's got so many.
Just because she's on top 10 doesn't mean that she's one of the best-selling artists in the world, okay? Moving on. And the second thing is Justin Bieber does not fall under the prerequisite of being attractive. That's just a woman's perspective. That's my opinion, maybe not every other female's, but no.
I think the world
No.
the world would disagree with you, to use your own terminology on that.
Okay.